Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to use a fish finder and fish without one using tide charts, active bait balls. We're going to be looking for structure and I'm going to show you how I caught this fish today. But first, let's show you this fish I catch on the fly and then we'll get back to the charts and I'll show you how I did all this. On to the fish.
Jumped in here, came over here, marked bait ball. Something we haven't seen, a bait ball with fish around it. $90 feet. Oh yeah, look at that fish with bait down there. Fish on. Oh shit, what happened? Oh, fish on. Look at that thing, man. It's all over the place. Look at that, Devin. Woo, yeah. Oh, that's a fucking king too. It's head shaking. Unless it's a silver, it's head shaking like crazy. Get the net in the water. Fucking clicker broke on this rod. Oh yeah, it's got some stout. Look at that, it's got some good pull to it. Look at that. Right on the drop, Devin. What do they tell you about hunting fish? See, this is how we hunt, brother. This is how we hunt. Pulling line, look at that. It was a white one. See what I mean about having it loose and letting that thing fight? It's back out at 43 feet. I'm not tightening my drag. I hit the bottom one time right on top of those fish that were around bait ball. What are they? Hungry fish. Mama, I want to eat. Yeah. Myself. Oh, please be a... Ah, it's a freaking native. Look at that. Native. Now leave it in the water. You know what? Don't even net it. Let's hold on. Yeah, we're gonna need to net it. It's holding down. Just keep it in the water. Alright, I'll just pop that Arby's hook right out of there. Happy. Woo! First one in the boat. Well, kind of. A rock fish there, nice. Alright, let's see if we're still on top of these fish. Get that bad boy back over there. Oh yeah, just drop. Oh, we're still in the fish, man. We're still in the fish.
Okay guys, let's start with how I caught this on the fly. We were at Point Defiance and we were heading south down towards the Narrows Marina to hit some fish. When I saw a fish jump somewhere around the 300-foot mark while we were traveling. When I was on the 300-foot mark, I saw the fish jump at around the 100-foot mark. And what we did is we went towards the shoreline, past the 150, and I spun around till I could see the rip in the water around the 100-foot mark, which turned out to be 90 feet. Okay, so I was on the fly, had no fish finder when you're driving your boat full speed. What I did here is I was able to see the fish jump, go over and identify a rip that fish might be on, and then drop and catch it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a clip of how fast I was going when I saw this fish, and no way possible for my fish finder to pick it up. But knowing the rip and how the contours work, you can still catch more fish. Let's check it out.
What we're doing right now is hunting. The first time we stopped, that native king had to let that one go.
Because I know how to read the rip, I am able to catch fish fast. Here's where I'm showing my friends how to do it.
Those guys went to the island over there. They're over there. They're one of those boats way over there. And the way the tide's pushing this way, see the rip I'm on right here?
all the fish are stacked up here. That's how come I knew these boats would be catching fish left and right over here, which they are. I mean, like 6 or 7 I just watched get caught. And you can see the rip, the water change. The fish get pushed up against us. The bait fish, guys, the bait fish. And then the salmon come all the way from everywhere and come over here and start eating. And that's why you want to be hanging up and down this rip right here off this point. They're over there right now. Hopefully I can get them over here. They said they're on the way back over here. So if I can get them to follow this rip, then Jeffrey and his boys can hopefully limit out today. Let's try this out and see if I can go find them again. Okay guys, 1 hour before, 1 hour after is the most important time you're going to need to know when to fish. The heavy push of the current, that 1 hour before slack tide, that 1 hour after slack tide, is going to create that heavy current to create these bait balls and give you those hungry fish to target. Okay, let's talk about where my boat's at. It's parked on this structure over here, and I want to explain to you the contour lines on my map and how I use them. I can double check where I'm at and make sure I'm in a spot where the fish will be bunched up during a tide change, which is the most important thing. You gotta understand how to find the rips. Okay, let's look at this whole fish finder again with the bait ball and all the contours. My boat's parked at 90 feet. And you can see on the ledge at the angle of this fish finder, the bait ball and a salmon right at the top of it. So that's a fish that you're going to want to target. It's on the bait ball and it's a hungry fish. So what we got going on is with this angle and the contour, you see where that bait ball is at. You can see that it goes down at an angle. That's going to 150 feet, you guys. That is creating the rip up top. You can see how sharp and dark color of a line that is on the fish finder. That's the contour line. From behind my boat, there's a cone, and it shows the bait ball sitting right on that 90-foot mark. It's pretty cool because you can really see where these fish are at. So now I'm going to show you a little closer look at this bait ball and what a hungry fish looks like versus not hungry fish, or just a bait ball with no fish around it at all. Here you go. Let's take a look. These arches with yellow in them represent fish. This is just a bait ball with no fish. Move on and find something that looks more like this coming up, where you've got fish around it that are hungry. Like this. This is a bait ball, but it has fish that are scattered. They're not necessarily on top of it. Not hungry fish. This fish on top of the bait ball, right next to it, is a hungry fish by a hungry bait ball. This is what you want to target. This is what I did in this derby coming up next. Only fish were hurt in this video. Thanks for watching.